everything is gonna work out just fine. The work that you're putting in will have results because you have done the right and the necessary preparations for the work, who you need to approach to buy your product. You're not going to get anything on a silver platter. Patience, it comes with resilience. But if your why was compelling enough, you would have known that you needed to pivot your business. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, hi there. Thank you so much for coming back. If you're new, my name is Tshepang Langa, your digital marketing plug. And as you guys can see by the title of the video, I will be sharing with you 3 lessons that I learned from my mentor. I will also be explaining the difference between coaching and mentoring. If you're interested in that kind of conversation, please be sure to watch until the end of the video. If this speaks to your current need, if this resonates with you, please give this video a thumbs up. Please also let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so that you can be alerted every time I release a new video. So without further ado, let's get right into it. What is the difference between mentoring and coaching? Mentoring is a long-term process that is built off mutual trust and respect. And when you find a mentor, you're trying to build an informal association with that mentor because they're probably in the same industry as you. They're progressing in such a way that you would want to progress and you want some advice from them every now and then. So that's mentoring. Coaching, on the other hand, follows a formal short-term process. They follow a formal structure. It's usually for like 3 months or a month, and it's like a course in most cases, like a coaching course where you're probably getting coached on how to do Facebook ads. You're probably getting coached on how to start a business. So at the end of that course, your relationship with your coach is done. Unless there are levels to the coaching, you could probably get into the premium coaching plan and then they'll coach you for much longer. But coaching is short term, and in most cases you pay for coaching, whereas with mentorship is like a friendship with someone who you look up to, someone you trust, and someone who you respect, who's in the same industry as you, and you're trying to just get more knowledge about the journey that they took to get to where they are, because you also aspiring to get to that point. Moving on to the 3 lessons that I learned from my coach. But just before I get into that, I'd just like to give you a brief summary of my relationship with my mentor. How it starts is that I sent her a DM on social media asking her a question about something that she was doing, and I wanted to get into it at that time. And a question led to us having a conversation led to us having a call, to a point where we call each other sisters, because we just resonate so much with one another. In the beginning, it was meant to be a coaching type of situation, but it progressed into something more. And I look at her and I see her as my mentor because I can always just hit her up and just ask her a question about something that I'm going through, business-wise, life-wise as well. So that's why I call her my mentor and not my coach. So let's get into the 3 lessons that I've learned from her so far, and I hope you guys resonate with this. I hope you guys take something from these 3 lessons, and if you find these helpful, please be sure to let me know in the comments and smash that like button. So let's get right into it. The first lesson that she taught me was you need to find your why. She calls this your philosophy. You need to find what your reason behind doing what you're doing is. Find out why it is you want to start that business. Find out why it is you want to start that NGO. Why are you doing that? Because there are so many reasons for you not to do it. So you need to find out why it is that you're doing it, so that when you're maybe alone or when your insecurities sink in, your reasons not to do it don't overcome your reasons to do it. I was in a room on Clubhouse and they were basically talking about the reasons why you start a business. And one of the moderators on Clubhouse mentioned that if you ask yourself why 50 times and you answer that why 50 times, by the time you get to the 50, by the time you answer that question for the 50th time, your why would be so compelling. You would be very convinced of it. You'll be passionate about it to the point that if you tell someone why you're doing what you're doing, they would have no choice but to believe you. So it's very important for you to have a compelling why, because your why is what will wake you up in the middle of the night and make you start working. Your why is what will keep you up through the whole night. Your why is what will keep you going when no one is supporting you, when you have literally one view on YouTube, when no one is buying your business, when no one is liking your pictures on Facebook, but you will keep going because you know why you're doing what you're doing. You understand why your business is so important for society. You understand why your organization is literally going to change the world. So it's very important for you to answer that question. Why are you doing what you're doing? And then a lot of things will come together. The second lesson that I learned from her is that you need to research. Now, I mean, you know, we all have Google and all these other platforms that help us research, but you need to do it in such a way that you will get the results that will help you get from point A to point B. And by research, I mean, you first need to find out who is doing what you're doing, your competitors. Find out who has an NGO that helps underprivileged girls. Find out why it is that they do what they're doing. Find out how they do the things that they do. Look for gaps in that. Find out how you're going to be different. Find out how you're going to be better. Find out what it is that you can take inspiration from and build on it so that your organization can stand out and people can believe in what you're doing. So your research is very, very important. This is like a very important step. You need to take your time when you research. Don't just look for inspiration in your country or your region. Go outside of the country, go outside of your province, go outside of your city, ask people questions, do research surveys, ask your family, ask your friends. Don't stop asking questions, because that is where you will find your unique selling points. That's where you will find what makes you different. You'll find why people will even want to come to you. So your research is very, very important, and it's a step that you shouldn't overlook. Your research should take you longer than even setting up the actual business. So please research. Take your time with your research. Be diligent in your research, and I promise you, things will make sense. The third lesson that I learned from my mentor is that you need to work. You're not going to get anything on a silver platter, and I think everybody knows this. You need to work. You need to put in the work. If it means that you need to wake up earlier than you usually do, then put in the work. You will complain about the work that you're doing if your why is not compelling enough. That's why it's important for you to get your why right, why it's important for you to get the perfect research and you get the answers to the questions that you're asking, so that when you do get to work, you don't work hard, you work effectively. The work that you're putting in will have results because you have done the right and the necessary preparations for the work. You will see your results if you do put in your work and you put in the time. So put in the time when you ask yourself why you're doing what you're doing and why you want to do it. Put in the work when you research so you can get the perfect answers to know, so that you can know where to look, where to even start when you work, who you need to approach to buy your product, who you need to approach to be your sponsor, who you need to approach to be a part of your NGO. So putting in the work is very, very important, and putting in the work comes with patience. It comes with resilience. It's gonna be hard. Some people started businesses at the beginning of 2020 and then lockdown happened. But if your why was compelling enough, you would have known that you needed to pivot your business. You would have found other ideas to just help you survive through COVID. So please be sure that you know and understand what your why is. And I promise you, everything is gonna work out just fine. We have come to the end of the video. Those were 3 of the many lessons that I learned from my mentor. If you guys, she is a business coach as well. If you guys would like some business advice from her, if you guys would like her to coach you, I will leave her details down in the description below. Please be sure to contact her and let her know that Tshepang brought you right to her, and I'm pretty sure she will be more than willing to help you. If you find this video inspirational, if it helped you in any way, if it resonated with you, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Please leave a comment down below and let me know how this helped you. Let me know if this is the kind of content that you enjoy and you'd like to see more of on this channel. Don't forget to share it with your friends as well. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell. Please also follow me on social media. I'll leave my handles right here. I share a lot of digital marketing content, online business content on my social media, and I don't think you would want to miss any of that. If you got to the end of the video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.